From the Ticats Audio Network, this is Morreale and Hitch.
All right, welcome everybody to the Morreale and Hitch podcast episode. I can't remember. It's awesome to be here. It is, what day is it today? March 21st, 20th?
Yeah, 21st.
2022. I'm Mike Morreale. This is Rob Hitchcock. Rob, I have prepared zero for this podcast today, which is even less than usual.
It's par for the course. It's okay. I was thinking about it last night, buddy. We haven't done this for a couple of weeks, maybe a month, maybe. And I thought maybe I should just text them and figure out what are we going to talk about. And they're like, no, that would just ruin the whole show because
it would ruin everything.
It would ruin everything. So we just do what we do best.
Staged.
Just talk. That's it.
Let's just talk. Hey, listen, I just got back. I've been on yesterday I was exhausted, but that's a whole other side story. For the last 17 days, I've been away 14 days. It was in Nicaragua. Just got for some basketball. Just got back from Calgary for some basketball. And guess the donkeys that I ran into in Calgary. Some of our very good friends.
Scott Coe?
I'll do it. Scott Coe is one of them.
Okay.
Scott Coe is one of them. The other one is our friend Lummer.
Oh,
ran into Lummer too. But the biggest character, I haven't seen him, and you probably haven't seen him in a decade. Think about your position in Calgary. Good dude. He hasn't changed a lick. Think about it.
Yeah, a lot of head injuries.
Wes Lysak.
Oh my God! Yeah, he's a beauty. Tell me he hasn't changed.
Not one bit.
Not a bit.
Not one bit. I have this thing. I going back and forth with Coe and Lummer, and both Coe and Lummer came by one of the practices, but Scott wanted me for beer at the keg because we're staying at the Westin. It's right there. So I go down there, and all of a sudden, Wes is there. So unbeknownst to us, Wes was there already. I think he lives there during the day. Yeah. And then Coe jumped in, and I went in. He was telling us stories, and they were awesome. It felt like I was back 10, 15 years ago. Yeah. But he was telling stories. I was like, when did this happen? He's like, like on Friday. I'm like, what? My mind is blown. My mind was blown. I couldn't even handle it. It was giving me anxiety. I'm like, this guy is something else.
Yeah, he always was and always will be. Yeah. Love him.
He was
hell of a player. Love to hit. Good guys. Yeah. And Scotty Coe and Lummer, like those are just two legends as well. My God.
Well, there's some ex-Ticats, right? We got Coe. Now I never played with Coe because when he came, I think it was probably 02, 03, I was in Toronto. Yeah. And then, but we all hung around. We were all close and all that stuff. But
we took Coe we took him under our wing as a rookie. Yeah. We got him to do the Buffalo. We got him to drink. We got him to do a lot of stuff, and he fit right in. He was good.
He fit right in. He fit right in. He's grown up nicely. Lumber's grown up very nicely. Wes is out of his mind. He's out of his mind. I love every minute of it.
And he's 47, 46? He's younger than us.
He's got to be mid 40s. He's not, I guess, good for him.
Yeah, good for him. It's nice hearing the stories though.
Oh yeah. I just had a blast, and we were just talking about old times and good stories, and going to Vegas for Players Association stuff, going to Barbados for Players Association stuff, and all the good times we had. So it was nice to see him.
Yeah, good.
We had a good turnout. We played 2 games in Calgary. We beat both Nicaragua and Puerto Rico. We tied for first in our group, and we lost out on bloody points. So we're not going to the final. It's so terrible. So we all went 3-3. Yeah. We actually beat the Nicaraguan team twice, 2-1. But based on points, they went ahead of us. But anyways, my point of this is we went to Calgary to try something, to try out that market. It was awesome. I hope we can put a team there in the somewhat not too distant future.
So for the listeners that maybe don't know what just went on there for the last,
maybe I should tell them.
Maybe just explain a little bit about, so these teams came from afar. That's why you traveled to bring them here to have this. Maybe you can explain it a little bit for them.
I will do that. So we are playing what's called the Basketball Champions League of Americas under FIBA. So it's no different than the Champions League in soccer, et cetera. We played against 11 other teams that won their respective divisions in North, Central, and South America. We were lumped in with Puerto Rico and Nicaragua. All three of our groups, we had 3 group stages, twice in Nicaragua, once in Calgary, and we went 3-3 overall. The top 2 in each division advances to the final 8, which is taking place next week. It happens to be taking place in Rio de Janeiro. So I was a little upset that we lost out on points. I think that would have been a nice bucket list thing, but learned a lot. And of course, we don't have a team in Calgary, but our Edmonton team who represented us is just down the road. And believe me, it's kind of weird having an Edmonton team in Calgary because it's like having a Toronto team in Hamilton. Yeah. But we had a lot of fun. We won both our games. Crowds came out. It was a great time, and we learned a lot. So that's kind of where we're at.
Here's a question. Now, is this just the Edmonton team, from my knowledge, or is this like an all-star team from all your teams put together?
Yeah, it's mostly an all-star team. We had, a lot of our guys, when we finish in mid-August, our guys go all over the world. Yeah. So they're in Europe and Asia and Australia and what have you. Some of our guys stay home. We kept a few guys home because we had this opportunity. We didn't get some of our best players until the 3rd window, which is the window we just had, including our Jordan Baker, who's a Edmonton Stinger himself and the top Canadian. He was awesome. Mm. So long story short, it's a bit of a mix. It was coached by the head coach of Edmonton, and we had about 4 or 5 players over the duration, but it is a bit of a mix. But the good thing is we the guys we're playing against are all national team members. Like they play together for a decade. So all the Puerto Ricans are literally U.S. born players, right? They carry a passport, so they play in Puerto Rico. They get paid a lot, but they've been playing together for decades. Our guys were just young and hungry. We finally put a really good team on the court in the second, not that we didn't before, but we finally had all our pieces come together. And, I realized quite quickly, man, if we can do this right moving forward, not only are we going to get over a group, we can win this darn thing. So it was an awesome experience.
Oh, good for you, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
too bad you're not going to Rio. The beach in Rio, I hear, is bad.
I was going to wear my thong, the one I got.
Yeah, the tiger print one.
The tiger thong.
I've been good. Today I started fresh. I got up at 6:15, and my buddy Scotty DeMont, who plays, we call him the plug. He's a beauty. You can watch a movie on his back. Like he's thick and
like a
fire hydrant. Yeah. So anyways, he's got a hip problem and he's 53. And he said to me the other day, we should go to the gym at the golf club. I said, let's go. So we started today. I met him at 6:30 today. Yeah, today we did it. And cause I don't know I guess we haven't really told you because we haven't had this for a couple of weeks, but I had reconstructive surgery on my shoulder like 2 years ago. 3.5 weeks ago, I'm playing hockey on my Thursday night league, and there's a guy I'm playing against. His name's Shitty. He's a really good hockey player.
His name's what?
Shitty. They call him Shitty. But he's a really good hockey player. He's about 270. So puck comes from my end. I kind of turn, and he's like right there along the board. So I chip it off the boards really quick, and I try to get away from him, but he ends up turning kind of left into me, and I was already in the air, and I caught him. I should have just, in hindsight, should have fucking ran right through him because that's what it would have been a lot easier collision. But a nice guy tried to get around him, and anyways, I catch him, and he falls on me, and I hit the ice with no shoulder pads, so head and right shoulder hit the ice. I've got a torn rotator in my right side now.
No, you don't.
Yeah, buddy, it's not even funny. I can do stuff here. I just can't. I can't turn anything over my head.
When did you have the surgery on? Which one? Before?
Left.
Oh Left. My God. Now you have the right.
Now my right one's done. So Michelle's like, maybe it's time to hang the skates up and just, concentrate on doing some light workouts and keeping your heart going. I said, yeah, good idea. Anyway, so long story short, went this morning with Dumo and did a good workout. He probably can't walk right now, and he's at work, can't walk, which is great. But other than that, been keeping busy. My daughter Ava got into a concurrent teaching 6-year program at Brock.
No way.
Yeah, nice. I told her she needs to go to like Western or Queens or somewhere and get out of the house because I don't want her here for 6 more years. Yeah. But that's a really tough program to get into. So she got into that, and she's looking forward to it. I think she's going to try to play soccer there as well.
Now, is she going to stay at home or live in the dorms?
Here first, I think. Yeah, I think here first, and then maybe get her to my mom's over at Ridley, over by Ridley. Get her in the basement there. How about the? Well, we got to talk about a couple things. March Madness first, but let's talk about the Cats for a second. Like, so Banks gone.
Gone.
We haven't talked about that because that just happened a couple weeks ago. So he's in Toronto, right? I think so. Yeah, Toronto. Look, I was looking at the roster this morning just to see. There's a lot of guys on there. No idea.
I know
they brought a lot of guys in. I know the names of some of these guys, but I don't know. It's going to be weird looking at them again. Looking at these guys. There's a bunch of veteran guys, of course, that are core guys that are back, but it's tough. It's going to be tough. It's just seeing the major guys, like Mazzoli and Banks and those guys gone to other teams. I thought I don't think as players we paid attention to that too much, eh? Like we had a couple good guys there. I don't know.
You know what the big thing I remember was when Steiny left over several $1,000s and Gerald Vaughn left over several $1,000s because we were too cheap. Now, this is before the Bob Young era. We were too cheap to give these guys an extra $5 or $10 grand. We could have had, we went 98, 99. We should have went 2000, 2001, 2000. Like we should have done that. Yeah. We could have had our own little, there's no doubt in my mind. No doubt in my mind.
I think we knew the writing was on the wall when they asked us to pay for the taxes on our Grey Cup rings in 99. So I thought, they're not going to pay guys to hang around here. And free agency is not what it is today. Guys are leaving for $100 grand more, $80 grand more. These guys were leaving for $3,000 more, $8,000 more.
It's true.
Yeah. And they wouldn't pay it. Guys wouldn't pay it. No, $10,000 too much.
Like our highest paid player would have been Danny.
Yeah.
Right. And he would have got paid less than what these quarterbacks are getting paid in signing bonuses now. Yeah. Their signing bonuses are like 150, 200, 170, 190. I was looking at something the other day that Justin Dunk put out on 3 Down Nation. I was like, what? Like guaranteed essentially guaranteed contracts. Yeah. It was times have changed, man. And now we got all this talk about the potential of 4 downs. And oh my God, this is like, but it's funny because
not going to be good.
Well, Randy hasn't really said no, right? So when he gets asked, and I guess he's doing his tour around the country, he hasn't really said no. He hasn't really said yes. He's kind of leaving it vague, and obviously understand that part until they know for sure. But Richie Hall had a thing the other day too, and maybe you're a good one to talk about this. If the CFL ever were to go to 4 downs again, hypothetically, how hard would that be on the defense? Like, how do you stop a team?
With our field dimensions, it's impossible. You wouldn't stop them. That's what they want. They want more points, probably more excitement.
Yeah, I understand, but God, I mean, you got to be like, think about the ability for the teams now to convert on 2nd down. Now they don't even have to convert on 2nd down. They just got to go 3 yards, 3 yards, 3 yards.
That's it,
or whatever. You're whatever.
Defense would be out there 100 plays a game.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Just get torched. That's a lot.
Well, if they're going to do that, they better add 15 guys to the roster because you're going to need guys subbing in.
Oh, they're going to be tired.
You're going to be tired. That field, forget it. You couldn't. There's no way. I would quit.
Listen, I think training camp starts in a couple of months.
Yeah, like May. Yeah, May something because their first game is June 1st or something like that. So
it must start mid-May or something. Which is right around the corner. And like you said, there's been some major guys going elsewhere. Obviously, Mazzoli, we felt that one was coming. I don't think anybody knew it would be Evans or Mazzoli. And the East is becoming really tough.
Toronto's looking good.
They're spending money. If they get some of these guys, like the Andrew Harris's of the world, if this guy still has something left in the tank, which I assume he does, that the East has become, man, a lot more challenging, which it should be. I got to be honest. It should be.
Still going to be fun going down to Toronto and seeing the 4,400 people in the stands. That's pathetic. We've talked about this 100 times. What a stupid market. Toronto, wake up. I know we don't have a lot of listeners, but bloody hell, wake up. It's a good product. Yes, you're not getting an NFL team right now, but just go watch it. It's fun for families. It's a good time, but I love going there because you get a seat anywhere you want. Just move.
God, yeah. There's more Hamilton fans there when we play the Argos than there are Argo fans.
Actually, I wouldn't pay. I would never pay for a ticket. Never.
It's like waiting in line at a bar. I can't wait in line at a bar. Come on.
Never. Hey, you've been
you
watching.
even haven't paid for golf.
Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Are you watching any of the Madness? Any March Madness?
I have been watching. I have been. March Madness, even before I got more involved in basketball, is always my favorite college stuff, college sports. It just, there's something about it. There's always tight games. There's always upsets. It's fantastic. I love it.
I've been 20 years, honestly, probably more, of the Thursday, Friday. It's just on in my house all day.
Game after game after game. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Like from noon till midnight, Thursday and Friday, and then Saturday. Yesterday, Arizona was on. I couldn't keep my eyes open, but Arizona was on at 9:50. They started. I just couldn't. Yeah. I watched a bit, and that was it. But I'm a Duke Blue Devil fan, right? I've loved Duke for a lot of years. And
you probably like Christian Laettner.
Yeah, he's a good guy. Krzyzewski, though, Coach K's done this year, and I don't know. I've just something about Duke. Never a bandwagon jumper, but I've always liked Duke, and they won the first one a little bit, and yesterday Michigan State they're up. I think Michigan State was up by 5 with 4 minutes to go, and then Duke came back and won by 9. But I don't know. Do you do brackets?
I don't do the brackets. Have been going around the office. I honestly, God, I just haven't had a chance. I did hear of this new bracket once, or new bracket. Maybe people have done it for years, where the 64 names of 64 teams go into the hat. You pull out one team. That's your team for the tournament. Oh. And it's just kind of a random draw. And away you go. There's no skill in that, right, whatsoever. It's basically luck of the draw. So if you get Duke or Kansas or
Cal State Fullerton 16, you're done.
See you later.
Yeah.
See you, but Kentucky's out. There's lots of
Baylor.
upsets, right? You think, I know that was a good game. When they came back to tie it, I was like, oh, they got the momentum going into overtime, but no, that changed in a hurry. That was good. Again, that level of basketball where that these guys are trying every single play. You're not waiting for the last 2 minutes. It's up and down the court. The athleticism on these kids and the money they generate. Oh. The money, and I know they got all these nil things now, name, image, and likeness, and some of these players getting paid. Let's face it, with the amount of hundreds of millions of dollars they generate for the NCAA, I pay to get damn kids. I mean, it's crazy. Why wouldn't
I don't know if you've seen that kid from Purdue, 6 foot or 7'4".
He's Canadian, Zach Edey.
Is Eddie? Yeah. Like not the most, doesn't move around very well, but oh my God, like I was watching him yesterday, then had a couple of just grabbing the basket. He touches the backboard. Standing there, just touching it. Like it's fun seeing some big dudes. Kid.
He was on the junior national team. He'll probably be, I don't know if he'll go back, but from, the people that I talk to, he'll probably be a second round draft pick, and we'll probably have 3 or 4 first round NBA draft picks this year. Oh yeah. Guy like Ben Mathurin, Shaden Sharp, and some other guys. Like there's some dudes that are playing. I think there's 30 Canadians or so playing in the tournament. 30 something Canadians playing in the tournament this year. So
yeah, they highlighted like 6 of them on the Thursday. They highlighted 6 Canadians, and they're all top guys. Like top, which is really nice to see. I love to see that. But this guy, I guess they were saying yesterday that in grade 7 he was 6'6". Grade 8 he was 6'10", and then grade 10 he was 7 foot, and he started playing basketball at 15 years old. He was 7 foot. He started playing basketball. That's crazy.
It's crazy. There's a kid. I think he's 16 years old. He's French. He's from Quebec. He's 15 or 16. He's 7'5", Canadian kid.
Andre the Giant.
How did people grow this big?
I don't know. No, it's big.
What would you do if that guy 7'4" came over the middle? What would you do to that guy?
Had him right in the waist. First of all, he wouldn't be able to get upfield. He'd be tackled by the linebackers. Imagine that, dress that guy up for play tight end and just let him run a 5-yard hook and throw the ball at 8 feet. No one's going to touch it.
Who's going to touch him? Everybody, those knees would be toast though, eh? Instantly.
Done. Yeah. Hey, you know what I just noticed? I don't know why, but I just noticed this. I don't think we've ever talked about this. You and I were both drafted in the second round, 17th pick.
I know.
I didn't know that.
We both retired, forced retirement on the same day. We came in together.
You were drafted. You were drafted earlier, a year earlier, but still, round 2 and a 17th pick. Those guys in front of us, those coaches, they're stupid. They should have 17 picks.
Who are the guys in front of you? I think we mentioned this one show. I said that Hamilton picked some guy, Breckenridge or Breckenback or whatever. Jeremy Breitenbach. I think that's the guy's name. I had no idea. I don't think he ever played. But who are some of the guys that went before you? Anybody that
the old lineman from? Oh my God, how come I forget his name? Big white offensive lineman from he went to Western, I think. He was drafted, I think, right before me or right after me. Played about 8-9 years for us. Oh my God, what's his name?
Jude St. John?
Yeah, Jude. Jude St. John. Yeah, great
Jude's
guy.
A great guy.
I think it was Jude, but anyways, he was. I think when I was in Saskatchewan, we went to Winnipeg for the combine. Saskatchewan came up, and I think they told me that you're going to be picked number 1 and da da da. I said, oh, it's great, Saskatchewan. I just wanted to be picked. And I told, we had this conversation because my dad's the one that called me and said, you're drafted to Hamilton. I said, how do you know? Because I already got the call. I said, oh fuck.
How does that happen though, man? Who went first that year? I wonder. We'd have to do a Google search. Bucko, just do a Google search, would you? While you're in the background there.
1995. Who?
Murphy. Yo Murphy, I think, was my year in
95.
Look at 95.
I bet you look at the first 7 players.
This is 95.
Oh, really? I thought Yo was at 94. I tell you what, why don't you do our listeners a favor? Why don't you give the top picks of the 1994 draft? See if you can Google it. And then we'll also look at the top picks in the 95 draft, which was Rob's draft. Let's figure out what happened. Oh, you know who went ahead of me in 94? We all went to the same team. Trevor Shaw and Steph Potasek. I think both Steph and Trevor might have been first round draft picks. And we all went to BC together.
Yeah.
And then I got the heave-ho, and the rest is history.
Yeah. Trev stayed there a year, and then...
Yeah, Trev and Steph.
No, a couple years, I think. Yeah, I think they're a couple years, and then Hamilton.
Val St. Germain.
Val Stigerman.
What pick was he?
He was number 1 in 94.
94.
Supplemental.
That's right.
Val.
That's right. Val's a beauty.
Yeah, I know.
There are too many. We've talked about Val before. Val's a good dude. Who else is there? You stopping at 1, or what are you doing?
Chris Burns.
Birdsey. Was he number 2? Right here? Number 2?
Chris Burns?
He was number 2. Oh my God.
The Badger. Remember the Badger? We'd have the
give us the first round. Give us the first round, Bucko.
Vince Danielson.
Okay.
Yeah, I know that. He was my roommate.
Ryan Carey.
No.
Right.
He doesn't have a Wikipedia page, so.
Never played.
Tony Bailey, Trevor Shaw, Rod Murphy, John Kalen.
Really?
John Kalen? Tony Bailey. Potasek.
Tony Bailey was the big, remember the big guy from out east?
No, Tony Bailey was his mom was an Olympic sprinter.
Yes, but I think he went to like St. Mary's or something.
Yeah, I think he was like 260 and look, I think he had 5% body fat on him. That was a beast.
Ed
Absolutely. Ed Fillion. Ed was a tough dude. That's 94. That's good. But how about 95?
Okay.
Let's do it, Bucko. This is good. It's interactive.
It is.
So number
People
1
listening in their car right now.
Number 1 is Newton.
Tom Newton.
Remember
Tommy Newton? He played for us. Big offensive lineman. Then he went to the NFL.
That's right. Oh, that's right.
I think he went to the NFL first and then came back to play with us after.
That's right.
Yeah, he was a good guy.
All right, rattle them off.
Stephen Reed.
Yeah.
He played in Montreal.
Mark Montreal.
He looks like Montreal. Yeah, I know what you mean. I think he was a receiver.
Yeah.
He went to Concordia
Troy
or something
Alexander.
like that. Yeah. No idea.
Chamel Nashtub.
Troy Alexander was a receiver, wasn't he? Is it wide out? Does it say wide receiver? Or DB? One of the two.
DB.
I don't remember.
DB, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Eh?
Okay.
Who was the other guy next?
Hisham El Mashtub,
Yeah. No
Recognize the
Wikipedia
name.
page.
Lebanese
Recognize the
born.
name.
These people don't have Wikipedia articles, but Siab Graham, Kevin Reed, Mark Hatfield, John
No,
Murphy, or
No
Yon
Hatfield. These guys never played.
Dwayne Provo.
Yeah, Provo's good.
He's
He
ahead
was
of
out
you,
east
Rob.
too.
Oh boy. They'll see with the waste, those whoever was scouting back then had no idea what they were doing and they didn't pick us.
That just goes to show you.
Yeah.
Right? You never know. Draft picks are, as a matter of fact, the CFL draft should be coming up relatively soon. Yeah. Having said that, they're doing their combines now. When we went, I think we've had this discussion. Our combine was on the indoor-outdoor turf at the golf bubble in Winnipeg. It was awful.
Oh, yeah.
It was awful.
Sub sandwiches and
the
draft means nothing. The draft means nothing. Tom Brady is sixth round, so whatever.
Oh, buddy, I don't know if you read. You know, we don't have too many fans, but there was one fan that got really mad because we were talking about Tom Brady on our last show.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he chewed us out on whatever. He tweeted about it. I'm tired of hearing about Tom Brady. He wants us to talk about the Ticats. But the thing is, we just talk about whatever.
Yeah. Well, ask this gentleman or lady to send something in and give us some support. They can help us out.
Bucko, what's been going on with you, fella? You're on mute.
It's dire straits when you come to me.
Dire Straits is a good band. Dire Straits is a good band.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Ooh, money for nothing. I know you guys.
I know you guys have just so much content this week, but you're just gonna maybe save it for next time because you want to hear what I want to say.
This is petering off. I want to take your guitar in the back and smash it. That's what I want to do. Take the guitar off the wall, and just smash it on your keyboard. Yeah, can you play anything there? What's going on? What's going on the keyboard?
I played for you one time. Remember I played for you guys?
Keyboard? Not the keyboard, though.
Oh,
Not the keyboard.
No. You don't want to hear that.
No.
Wow. Hitch play the hockey music.
Yeah.
On the organ, on the classic organ.
Oh, yes. Now,
Does
what is that
do
beside? I don't think they do.
That thing beside it, I'm going to guess that holds the prees.
Yes.
That little thing. Lockbox of prees.
I like it. I like your cut of your jib, Butko.
Oh my gosh.
This is it. Hey, this is what it's come down to now.
Oh yeah.
That's what it's come down to. This threesome. This is bad. This is really gone poorly.
What I feel though is that I think that our producers did not help us out at all with getting any guests on. Dave Cadeau has not helped us one bit to try to get our guests on.
He keeps asking us to find guests. Doesn't he realize that that's not going to happen?
No.
I think I'm not sure he knows that. I think he should by now.
Yeah. But you know what? We could take it upon ourselves and really, if we really want to go get a few guys, we can just call them and say, you're coming on. It's simple as that. But you know what? That would make work for us. That would make work. We don't want work.
Every time I think about bringing somebody on, I'm like, oh man, we can't tell those stories. Hey, you want to bring on Wes Lysak? No problem. This whole thing's going to be bleeped out.
Yeah,
he's going to be in big trouble, and you and I are going to be in trouble, but guilty by association. Yeah. That's just what's going to happen.
Yeah,
when it's just you and I talking about other people, we can get away with it. They're not here. They probably don't hear us. Maybe somebody talks about it. We get away. When they're here, oh boy, then they can start telling stories about us, buddy. We open the door. You don't want to open the door.
But this is taped, so we could just shut everything off.
Oh yeah,
right. Shut it off.
Bucko.
Oh my God.
What is that? Bucko has all the cutouts somewhere at home. He has all the audio files just cut out. He's saving for blackmail purposes.
Oh yeah. One day I'm going to extort all of you.
I don't know if you're not that you'd ever want to come around, but I've got a couple things. My son is in minor midget, so it's U16, right? 16-year-olds playing hockey. Wednesday, the 10th of March, we played our last game, and we're waiting to go to the playoffs, right? Which is the OMHAs. And so there's 12 teams, 2 teams on each side go to the OMHAs, right? Which would be this weekend. So Milton was 10-1. We're 9-2-1. And Halton Hills is 8-2-1 right now, right? So they were supposed to play the Wednesday, the 10th. Like we were supposed to know if we were going to the OMHA. We had to wait 11 days. They're playing tonight because someone had COVID. So they're playing tonight. If Halton Hills beats Milton, we're tied.
We have three-way, no?
No.
You're tied with the other one.
We're tied with Halton Hills. So because we beat them in the playoffs, which is, you should naturally, we tied them and beat them in the playoffs, which means we move ahead. It doesn't matter if it's a tie. Oh no, the league decided that it's going to be a one head-to-head matchup on Wednesday against each other. So if Halton Hills wins, we got to go to a head-to-head game to go to the OMHAs in Kingston. So anyways, it's going to be a good, we're playing them. Well, we would play them at home. If they win tonight against Milton, we play them on Wednesday night at 8:30. I know it's late.
Where's home? What's the arena?
Four-pad right here, the Seymour Hanna, where the football field is.
Yeah.
Yeah, right by my mom's place up there. So anyways, it's 8:30. You should come out. There's going to be it's good hockey, AA. It's good hockey. It's fast. Guys are hitting each other.
They have like a little
there's a bar,
like a little bar. They got like where you can buy like sour keys and like popcorn and slushies. What do you eat at rinks nowadays?
Beer, wings. They got a restaurant bar.
Sounds even better.
Yeah. So anyways, if you're around, I'll let you know. All
right. Well, let's talk about it. Then we'll talk about the next guests that are going to come on our show.
Yeah. The no guests.
No guests.
Yeah.
No guests at all. I guess we're getting to crunch time, Butko. I'm thinking we've got a couple more of these before the season tips off, or tips or kicks or whatever the hell you want to call it. And then we're right into our action, eh? Yep. But listen, it's great to see you again, Butko. I mean, this has been just an absolute pleasure. I mean, I'm glad I can spend part of my work day with you and your sweater.
Yeah, that's a beautiful sweater. Chevy Chase.
It's nice. It's ribbed. It's ribbed for your pleasure.
I have a meeting, guys, in 20 minutes. And
what do you have to do before that?
I'm working. I write my exam, Mitzi.
Oh, when?
Not before mid-May, but it's going to be good this time. I'm going to get it.
Is this the one where you got a little help on the side?
No help. I wish I had help. I'm going to get a tutor, though. I'm going to definitely get a tutor for this one. Yeah, no, it'll be good. I need to get this for...
You just got to pass the test. Who cares? After that, you never have to worry about it again. You just got to find a way to pass the test.
Yeah, I will. I can't. Yeah, I will. 100%. That's me. 100%.
100%. 100% Hitch.
Well, hey, we gotta sign off, bud. I gotta go.
Rob's got stuff to do. He's got the test to study for. He's got work to do. Butko. Oh, you got painting. Nice.
No,
Butko. It was a pleasure. That's it for the Morreale and Hitch podcast. We'll come to you again soon. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.
Hey, guys.